Hello, everybody. Shadow here. Welcome back to AI The Somnium Files. I'm still processing what just happened. I do not approve.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it.
I don't like
making the
this.
president, Renju, the ultimate
Boss,
bad
don't
guy
do
in
this.
his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Shoko was married to Renju.
But most people
Maybe
didn't
he
know
was trying to
that.
get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years.
Yeah.
Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
What about his behavior?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
I don't think that's
So he
right.
lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't believe
The
any
culprit
of
was
that.
wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Yup.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report.
Right.
Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I am.
I see.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
I don't
then
think
shouldn't we have
that's
recovered
right.
the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on.
when he's
Ota goes out to
bleeding.
the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't
Sure.
think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
That's just
I
what
was
the
just
higher
playing
ups.
devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
If you say so.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
He
Ota
goes to
knew
fight
Iris was
the
kidnapped, so he rushed
polar
onto
bear.
the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
Yep.
He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The
Indeed.
culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Right.
Then, who is the culprit?
Who
I wish I
knows?
knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Yes.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What
Right.
connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think
Yeah.
the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Who knows?
Maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Definitely. Let's see. Mizuki?
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris.
But that doesn't make any
She was
sense.
good friends with Ota, too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
Yep.
Thinking
Oh
of her as
gosh,
a
I just
suspect
thought
is
about.
ridiculous.
I just realized. Now Mizuki's friends are also dead. Oh, I feel terrible for the girl. Now we really need to be that father figure. that we ended up becoming better in the Mizuki ended. Hitomi? Question mark? I don't know.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice.
Okay.
But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
Indeed.
No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Yup. Ota's mother?
Mayumi
Why?
had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemna's Gate either.
Right.
And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Right.
And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Yeah.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras,
Right.
but there's no connection to Iris. Renju, Shoko,
Congressman.
and So. There is a
Okay.
connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras.
Right.
But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Hmm.
I know Renju and Shoko,
Yup.
and I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi.
Yeah.
Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them.
Indeed.
Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
Right.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Right. Because you record
I have been
everything.
working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Indeed. And thank you for that.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Not really.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get
Right.
justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Understood. Well, we should first check out the scene of the crime. That would always be a good place to start. Okay, hi, Kagami. This is probably gonna play similarly to the last time we were here.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Nope. Hi, Inspector. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Okay. Don't even really get to talk to him this time because, well,
Right here.
everything that happened
Iris and Ota were...
cut in half.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And
Ah.
the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...
I cannot determine that. I
Okay.
can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal.
Oh,
Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death.
right.
If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Okay.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Right.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Right. Just like
I have
before.
logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
Okay.
Okura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Right.
I have done some, as the name suggests. The company is owned. Renju's
Okay.
father created.
Yep,
Another
this is
connection to
all
No, currently,
same
the
stuff
company
from
has-
before.
Renju holds no shares and is not. In short, Renju did not inherit.
Okay.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is.
Definitely suspicious. Hi. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Okay. Anything else?
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Very good question.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed.
Okay.
The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means
Right.
Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Okay. There's a lot
Iris also had her
clicking
left
on
eye
this.
removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Right.
Date, we should get moving.
Okay.
Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Okie doke.
Yeah, you're right.
You can
If
ask
you
CSI
say
to
so.
inform you if they find anything.
All right.
I'm heading out, Kagami. Okay, well. Pewter? What are you doing here?
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial
You gonna tell
killers.
me that I did it and that you wiped my memories?
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date.
You're about to tell me that I
want you
did
to
the
find
original
who
one,
did
didn't
this
you?
and bring
Aren't
them
you?
to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little,
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
the boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
Right.
So I decided to meet you here.
You know, Iba's just gonna,
Alright.
you know,
Let's hear it.
snitch on you, right?
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Okay.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Cause it's us.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
Okay.
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice.
Right.
One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other
Okay.
is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Oh.
They each had a role to play.
Okay.
The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Interesting. About Rohan. He's kind of
18
dead
years
now.
ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The
Ugh.
reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
That's
He needed
creepy.
to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye.
Well then.
From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very
Okay.
particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His
Right.
deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner,
Okay.
the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established.
Okay.
This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Okay. Why did the Cyclops...
That
blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
don't know.
Why
The
did it get
details of
classified?
the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value.
Right.
I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
Okay.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Who is the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
Okay.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Right.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However,
see.
he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
Like
Due
murder.
to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he
Yay!
was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Murder.
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain.
Woo.
The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
That was us, wasn't
You
it?
got pleasure from killing people?
It was us.
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was
And
12
it
when he took his first
was
life.
me.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
You're gonna tell me it was me, wasn't it?
The original
It
Cyclops
was me,
killer had an
and you
accomplice.
fixed my brain.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Right?
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that
Yes?
means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Oh.
They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
Okay. So it's DC Douglas.
Killed Shogun Adami.
It's DC Douglas.
So, now
Who
you
is
know
the
why I said
psychopath?
that the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Okay.
Because one is dead and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Okay. Well then, thanks for that. I guess we're gonna go and, have some depressing talk and tell Mayumi that her son is dead. 'Cause that's fun. Hi. Sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, this was about what I thought. You want to talk about it?
This is your fault. I heard from the police.
Okay.
Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
Okay.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
You know, fair. Very
Did you
fair.
not hear me? I said leave!
That was about the reaction I expected.
Date, let's go.
Yeah.
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
I would do a little like pat on the back, but I don't think that's appropriate for today. While we're in the process of angering mothers, I guess let's go talk to Iris's mom. Yeah, fair.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together.
This
Whether
is
it
the
was
kind of a
buying
reaction
clothes
I
or
expected
going
from
to
you.
The movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
I'm really sad. This is exactly the reaction, the response that I expected from you, but it still makes me very, very sad.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Ah!
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
I literally don't have any words because I legitimately feel tears forming in my eyes because
Hitomi,
I'm really
my
sad.
entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't
I'm
know
actually
if this is
starting to cry.
important, But
I could feel it.
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko
I
twice
think I might
before.
need to take a break after
The
this
first time at the
episode
wedding.
because
The second time a month ago.
I may be
That second
I
time
sound like I'm laughing,
was
but
in the waiting room
it's
of the
because
prison.
I'm stressed.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year.
Is
By
it
coincidence, I saw
prisoner
Shoko. I
number
don't think she noticed
89?
me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Right?
Fuchu.
Prison?
Okay.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Well, time for the trifecta. Time for the trifecta. I'm upset. You okay? You're not okay. How did I get over here? I'm confused. My eyes are still tearing up.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was
I'm very
distributed
sorry
heavily
for
across
failing.
the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's.
Yup.
This morning, 2 of her best friends.
Yup.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Oh, definitely.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
If you need to break something, don't do it to like the bed or a pillow.
Contact Abyss. See if they can get
That helps.
Mizuki a good
That
counselor.
helps me,
Understood.
at least. Oh gosh, I was not prepared for all of this, any of this, when I started recording this evening, and I don't like it. I'm very sad now, and I'm just processing.
Are you
Hi.
okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night.
Yeah.
Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have
Fair.
the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's
Anything at
see.
all?
I
Please?
do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Okay.
Tell me.
Anything at this point would help.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Okay.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Yeah.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
Oh.
3. Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Oh.
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner.
Right.
He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Okay. How?
Have you heard the rumor?
Okay. Sold the land. Explosion at the chemical plant. Bought it back up for super cheap. Okay. So what about it?
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies.
Okay.
They, of course, look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you.
Right.
The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Right.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly.
Okay.
But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
It should be.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino
Sure.
Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Right.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district.
Okay.
At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
Okay.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself.
Right.
The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's
Okay.
involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
I see.
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yes.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard.
Right.
Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, he'd hate them even more.
Okay.
That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
I see. I guess that makes sense.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but
We'll see.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
I feel like it is
no,
definitely
it's
important.
very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Well, we can't come back anytime because, well, the game won't allow us to do so, but I appreciate the sentiment. So, yeah, let's do this as well. I think we got time. We got time. Boss?
Where did
Boss?
she go?
Okay.
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
Fair enough.
True.
Are we gonna sneak a look at her computer?
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we
It
have
kind
to
of
talk
is.
about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What
Might be a good
summary?
idea.
We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research.
Right.
About number 89.
Okay. So, what'd you find out? Oh, I can't. You can't quite make it line up. It's like that, but it's zoomed in. I don't know. Can't make it line up, so not even gonna try. What is 89's real name?
Unknown.
You
Darn.
don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay. Who is number
As you
89?
know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills.
An assassin, you
He
say?
is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison.
Right.
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Okay.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection.
Okay.
Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room.
Okay.
I'm unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
I see.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is
Possibly.
possible.
And what about the new
Pewter
Cyclops
claims
killings?
that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings.
Right.
One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Yes.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Yup.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
Okay.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Okay. Let's go
talk to number
him.
89.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us.
Really?
If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you
Fair.
arrange that?
I can.
Okay. Well. Convenient. Okay. Well. Hi. Oh, you're the guy from the dream. You're the guy from the dream. He's the dude from the dream. He's the dude from the dream. We're also at about the end of the episode, so we're not really going to talk
Sorry
to
to
him
interrupt your busy day,
much.
but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Okay. Hi, number 89. We're gonna stop, and we're gonna save, and we're gonna end the episode. So, next time, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Mr. 89 here. So look forward to that. Bye-bye.